What up, YouTube? Coming at y'all with another bike video. So if you follow my previous videos, you've seen that I had a 96 GT Vertigo up for sale. When I posted that bike online, I listed it for the price I wanted, along with a few trade options. One of those trade options that I listed was a vintage Schwinn Stingray. I've been wanting to do a Stingray for a while. You know, mostly I'll be doing dynos and GTs as far as bikes. I did build a couple Schwinns before, but not no 20s. I did like 26 inches. But I wanted to kind of switch it up. So yeah, I listed that. A guy hit me up, said he had one for sale. I was kind of on the fence, not for sale, for trade. I was kind of on the fence about it, but he was persistent. I guess he wanted the GT real bad, so he wound up sending me some pictures of it. I pretty much liked the bike when he sent me some pictures of it, so I was like, let me go check it out in person. So I loaded up the Vertigo, met him at his job, checked out the bike. So long story short, brought it home with me. As you can see, it's a real nice bike. It has been, looked like it's been powder coated. Not 100% certain. It's either been powder coated or painted with automotive paint. It's like a candy purple, violet color. It changes colors. It's actually like darker when the sun out on it. You put it in the sun, it gets a light purple, which that's really what attracted me to the bike. It's like 70% original. Only thing that's not really original on the bike is the seat and the handlebars, and also the pedals. Couldn't to find out, because I was going to order some aftermarket versions of what would have came on the 68 Schwinn, because this is a 68. But something told me to take these bars off and check them out, because I thought they was just like aftermarket lowrider U bars. But couldn't find out these are actually Schwinn handlebars. They actually stamp Schwinn. I think they just off maybe early 70s crate or early 70s Stingray. So they are correct. So I'm not going to rush to change them out. Keep them for a while, because it don't make sense for me to take some OG bars and swap them out for some badly chrome aftermarket handlebars, because you know nowadays they don't chrome nothing good. So far as the seat, I am going to change it at some point. It is like a silver flake. It's nice. But I guess whoever restored the bike originally, they just took the original stamp and put it on the aftermarket seat. That's what I'm assuming. As far as the pedals, those are Schwinn pedals, but I think this bike would have came with the waffle style pedals. Either way, there's really no rush. My plans for this bike pretty much I'm not going the lowrider route. I did have a lowrider bike back in the day. It wasn't a Schwinn. It was like your aftermarket Schwinn copy frame. Um, I'm not going really with a lowrider look on this bike. I'm going kind of like OG Schwinn accessories. Nothing too crazy. I did order a speedometer that I'm gonna put on here. I want to do like the Stingray mirrors. One of the things that I wanted to do, but I found out that the frames were different. Since this is a coaster brake frame, it doesn't have a clearance for the crate. The Schwinn Stingray crate 46 tooth sprocket. The frame is actually I guess it's notched out where that would have been if it was a real crate. So that was one thing I wanted to do, was add the stick shifter. That was like one of the biggest things I wanted to do. But there is still an option. I'm thinking about putting a 3-speed rear wheel with the coaster brake on the back and just run the stick shift with it. I still could do that, so I may do that. Kind of going back and forth. I might get a straight Springer fork, not the one that's bent like a lowrider. Something that's like a crate fork, kind of straight up and down. What else? I have a generator light, a real deal Schwinn approved generator light. I would have slapped it on there, but the bike is kind of a little too clean for the headlight. The headlight that I have for that setup is like, it's pitted up and it's not in the greatest shape. So I feel like if it was a patina bike, it would have went more with the bike. But I'm like, I don't really want to throw that on here, and the bike is pretty clean like this. It does have OG fender. You can see how thick these is. The aftermarket ones, they are real thin. You know, almost to the point they'll cut your hand. That's how thin they are. The seat post, definitely going to change that. Like I said, that's like something that I really want to do, because it's like that OG finish, and it just take away from the bike not being chrome. So I'm gonna get probably an aftermarket seat post and put that on there. Pretty sure I come up with a few other things. We'll see how it go. Also, I'm gonna change the tires. I'm going back and forth. We're going with black tires or back white walls. I was gonna do the slick with the skinny in the front. This is pretty much the big tires, small tire in the front also, but just white walls. But these are all cracked up because they old tires, so I'm gonna have to change the tires regardless. But I'm leaning toward the white walls because I feel like it makes the color pop a little more. But yeah, I wanted to give y'all a little walk around of the new project. So yeah, 68 Schwinn. All right, y'all.